Hey everyone! Today we're diving into a delicious piece of history as we explore 10 American discontinued meals from the 70s that you won't find on shelves anymore. From quirky snacks that captured our hearts to meals that might make you glad you're dining in the present, we're uncovering the fascinating stories behind these once loved and now lost products. Stick around to find out which of your past favorites made the list and why they disappeared from our grocery stores.
Or white meat dinners. You get just what you want.
I got the drumstick.
From today's Swanson, your choice of chicken dinners.
Swanson's German-style TV dinner. In the 70s, Swanson, a brand already well known for its TV dinners, ventured into international cuisine with its German-style TV dinner. This meal aimed to bring the flavors of Germany straight to American dinner tables, featuring items like sauerkraut and sausage. Despite Swanson's reputation for convenient, ready-to-eat meals, this particular dinner didn't resonate with American palates. The main issue was the combination of flavors. Sauerkraut, known for its distinctly tart and fermented taste, paired with the hearty spiced sausage, didn't appeal as expected to the broader American consumer base, who were less familiar with these traditional German flavors in a frozen format. Additionally, the quality suffered in the freezing and reheating process, a common problem for frozen meals at the time, leading to a texture and taste that didn't do justice to the original dishes it aimed to replicate. As consumer feedback reflected these issues, Swanson eventually decided to discontinue the German-style TV dinner. It became one of the many short-lived products that didn't manage to secure a lasting place in the market.
I just like a little something with my coffee, and breakfast squares is a little something nourishing.
General Mills breakfast squares. In the 70s, General Mills introduced breakfast squares designed to provide a quick and nutritious start to the day. These compact, pre-packaged squares were filled with vitamins and minerals and came in several flavors, including chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon. The idea was to offer the nutrition of a complete breakfast in a form that was easy to eat on the go. Despite their convenience, breakfast squares did not last long on the market. One major drawback was the texture and taste. Many consumers found them too dense and dry, more like a thick, chewy cookie than a satisfying breakfast item. Additionally, while they were marketed as a healthy option, the taste didn't quite live up to the sweet, enjoyable flavors people expected from a breakfast treat. Preferences shifted towards fresher and lighter breakfast options, such as cereals and yogurts, which could also be prepared quickly but offered a more enjoyable eating experience. The heavy, dense nature of breakfast squares simply couldn't compete.
Not dried out. Fresh crust makes the bread, and it makes the pizza. Chef Boyardee Pizza Mix, because fresher crust means better pizza.
Chef Boyardee's Pizza Kit. During the 70s, Chef Boyardee introduced the Pizza Kit, aiming to bring the fun and flavor of homemade pizza to American kitchens. The kit included dough mix, pizza sauce, and grated cheese, providing everything needed to make pizza at home. This was an appealing concept at a time when Italian cuisine was gaining popularity in the United States. Despite the initial excitement, the Chef Boyardee Pizza Kit faced several challenges. The dough often turned out too thick or tough, lacking the light, airy texture of pizza crusts. The sauce, while convenient, was criticized for being too generic and not as robust as authentic pizza sauce. Consumers also noted that the cheese didn't melt as well as expected, leading to a less satisfying cheesy topping. Over time, as more Americans became familiar with higher quality pizza from restaurants and the availability of better ingredients increased, the shortcomings of the Pizza Kit became more apparent. People started preferring either completely homemade pizzas using fresh ingredients or the convenience of delivery from local pizzerias. It served as an introduction to Italian cooking for many American families, though it eventually couldn't keep up with the evolving tastes and expectations of pizza lovers. Chef Boyardee still offers products today, but the Pizza Kit has become a relic of its time, remembered more for its novelty than its culinary prowess.
Looks like the usual party snacks. Bring on Geno's pizza rolls. Oh.
That's right, Jeno. These snacks they'll remember, because only
Geno's pizza rolls first hit the American market in the 70s, created by Jeno, who had a knack for turning simple ideas into popular snacks. These pizza rolls were designed to offer the taste of pizza in a bite-sized, convenient form, making them a hit, especially among younger consumers who appreciated the quick and easy snack. Originally, the rolls had a thicker crust and were filled with basic pizza toppings like cheese and pepperoni. However, early versions of Geno's pizza rolls faced some criticism. The main issues were the crust being too thick, which overshadowed the filling, and the filling itself being scant, leading to many rolls tasting more like bread than pizza. Despite these setbacks, the concept of pizza in a roll was innovative enough to keep evolving. Over the years, Jeno's made adjustments to the recipe, improving the crust-to-filling ratio and enhancing the flavors to better mimic those of traditional pizza. These changes helped sustain their popularity. In the 80s, Jeno Palucci sold his company to Pillsbury, which further refined the product and eventually rebranded it under the Totino's label, a name that has become synonymous with pizza rolls today. The brand expansion included a variety of new flavors and marketing towards a broader audience. Today, while Geno's original brand no longer exists, its legacy lives on through Totino's pizza rolls. The product's evolution reflects changes in consumer preferences and advances in food processing technology, ensuring that this quick, tasty snack continues to be a favorite, especially at parties and among the after-school crowd.
Danish rings. They look bakery fresh. They taste bakery fresh, but you can't get them at any bakery.
Then where do you get them?
From Kellogg's, in the toaster pastry section.
Kellogg's Danish Rings. In the 70s, Kellogg's introduced Danish Rings, aiming to capture the breakfast pastry market with a convenient, ready-to-eat option. Danish Rings were similar to the more well-known Pop-Tarts, but they featured a round shape and a more pastry-like texture, filled with fruit jam and topped with icing. Despite the appeal of a quick and tasty breakfast pastry, Danish Rings did not stay on the market for long. One of the main issues was the competition from Kellogg's own Pop-Tarts, which were already well established and favored by consumers for their variety and ease of preparation. Pop-Tart's rectangular shape was also easier to toast, whereas the round Danish Rings did not fit as well in toasters. Additionally, while Danish Rings were flavorful, they often lacked the freshness and flakiness that consumers expected from a traditional Danish pastry. The convenience factor couldn't fully make up for the textural differences compared to what you might buy at a bakery. By the late 70s, Kellogg's decided to discontinue Danish Rings. The brand chose to focus on their more successful products like Pop-Tarts, which continued to dominate the breakfast treat market.
Toast? Toast? No. Bacon. Bacon. Bacon in the toaster.
Reddi-Bacon. In the 1970s, an innovative product called Reddi-Bacon promised bacon lovers a new way to quickly prepare their favorite breakfast meat without the mess. Manufactured by Reddi-Whip's parent company, Reddi-Bacon was pre-cooked bacon sealed in a foil packet that could be heated right in the toaster. While the concept was appealing for its convenience and cleanliness, Reddi-Bacon faced significant challenges. The main issue was safety. The grease from the bacon would often leak from the foil packets during heating, posing a fire hazard in the toaster. This safety concern quickly became a major drawback for the product. Additionally, the taste and texture of Reddi-Bacon didn't fully meet consumer expectations. Many found that it lacked the crispness and fresh flavor of traditionally cooked bacon. While the idea of toaster Reddi-Bacon was innovative, the execution fell short in delivering the quality that bacon enthusiasts expected. Due to these issues, Reddi-Bacon was discontinued not long after its introduction. Banquet's frozen breakfasts. In the 70s, Banquet expanded its offerings by introducing frozen breakfasts, aiming to provide a quick and easy solution for the morning rush. These meals typically included items like eggs, pancakes, and sausages, all pre-cooked and ready to be reheated. While the concept of a fast, ready-to-eat breakfast was appealing, Banquet's frozen breakfasts faced several hurdles. One major issue was the reheating process. Microwaves were not as common, and oven reheating often resulted in uneven cooking. The eggs could turn out rubbery, the pancakes soggy, and the sausages greasy. The texture and taste just didn't match up to freshly cooked breakfasts. Moreover, as health awareness grew towards the end of the decade, consumers began to scrutinize the nutritional content of their meals. Banquet's breakfasts, like many frozen products of the time, were high in sodium and preservatives, which didn't align well with the emerging health trends. As a result, Banquet's frozen breakfasts gradually lost their appeal. Today, while Banquet still offers a range of frozen dinners, their breakfast line has become a thing of the past, overshadowed by more contemporary options that focus on better ingredients and healthier choices. Libby's corned beef hash was a staple in American kitchens during the 70s. This canned meal, intended to offer a quick and easy breakfast or dinner option, combined corned beef with diced potatoes and seasonings. The idea was to provide a filling meal that could be cooked in a pan until crispy and served within minutes. Despite its convenience, Libby's corned beef hash faced several challenges. The texture of the hash often turned out to be mushy rather than crispy, a common issue with canned meats and potatoes. Moreover, many consumers found the flavor too salty and the meat quality inconsistent, with some cans being fattier than others. Over time, as American tastes evolved and people became more health conscious, the demand for fresher, less processed foods increased. The perception of canned meals, including corned beef hash, as being lower in quality and nutritional value, led to a decline in their popularity. By the end of the 70s and into the 80s, Libby's corned beef hash and similar products began to fade from the forefront of the grocery scene. Today, while similar products still exist, they do not hold the same prominence in the market as they once did. Morton frozen dinners were a common sight in grocery store freezers during the 70s. These meals were designed to offer convenience to families during a time when both parents increasingly found themselves working outside the home. Options ranged from classic American dishes like Salisbury steak to international flavors such as chicken chow mein. Despite their popularity for quick dinners, Morton frozen dinners faced several challenges. The primary issue was the quality of the meals. Many consumers found the meat used in the dinners, such as the Salisbury steak, to be tough and the gravies to be overly thick and sometimes bland. The vegetables included were often described as mushy, and the desserts could be overly sweet. The reheating technology of the 70s, which mainly involved ovens as microwaves were not yet commonplace, also did not do favors for the texture and taste of these meals. As microwave technology became more widespread and improved, newer and better quality frozen meals entered the market, making Morton's offerings seem outdated. Furthermore, as nutritional awareness increased towards the end of the 70s and into the 80s, Morton frozen dinners were critiqued for their high sodium and preservative content. This growing health consciousness among consumers led to a decline in their popularity. Howard Johnson's frozen macaroni and cheese. Howard Johnson's, once a popular restaurant and hotel chain known for its ice cream and family-friendly meals, ventured into the frozen food market in the 70s with its frozen macaroni and cheese. This product aimed to capture the comforting taste of homemade macaroni and cheese in a convenient frozen format. Despite the brand's strong recognition, the frozen macaroni and cheese did not live up to consumer expectations. One of the main issues was the taste and texture. The cheese sauce often came out grainy or too thin after reheating, and the macaroni would become mushy, losing the firmness that is key to a satisfying dish. Additionally, the 70s saw a growing trend towards more sophisticated and varied cuisines, as Americans became more adventurous in their eating habits. Howard Johnson's traditional recipe, while beloved in a dine-in setting, struggled to compete with fresher and more flavorful options available in restaurants and from other frozen food brands. By the end of the decade, the shift in dining preferences and the rise of competitors who specialized in frozen meals led to the decline of Howard Johnson's frozen macaroni and cheese. As the company faced broader financial and strategic challenges, the focus shifted away from frozen products, leading to the eventual discontinuation of the line. And there you have it, folks. 10 iconic food brands from the 70s that have since vanished from the grocery aisles. If you remember any of these brands, or if you're just hearing about them for the first time, drop a comment below and let us know what you think. Did any of these make you nostalgic? And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more blasts from the past, just like this one. Until next time, keep snacking on those memories.